Hello friends, myself Vikash Shakya and welcome back to my channel Varteta Learning Platform. And today I am going to discuss about the form validation in React.js. So in the previous video we saw that how we can create a form with simple fields like password and username and how to handle the events there. And today we will see that how you can add some validation things to your form. Okay, so let's start. So for this I have just created this registration.js file here, and inside this registration.js I'm writing this piece of code. I have imported React component from React and React DOM from the React DOM, and then I have started writing my class. And you know that I'm writing a class component, so in that case you need to extend your class component using the component class. Okay, this is component is the super class. So here I'm just going to write the constructor first, and inside the constructor I need to pass the props, and then I need to pass the props to the superclass so that default handling can be ensured. And after that, you know that we have to write the state variables to handle the form controls like first name, last name, all those fields we need to handle. So suppose for the simplicity we are just going to have two fields, first name and the last name. So for these two values to store we need two variables, two state variables. So let me just initialize the state here, declare the state here. So it's like f name, initially it will be empty, then L name, initially it will be empty. And if the first name and last name, if any of these fields are empty, then we need to show to the user that these fields cannot be empty. Okay, so in that case, for that we need two additional variables for the validation things. And those two additional variables can be written here like form error. So f name error, initially it will be empty, and then L name error, and initially it will also be empty. So the first name and the last name will be empty. Apart from that, we need to write the function which is the render function to render the registration form. So let me write like render function here. You know about this function, nothing new. So return, and here I need to write like my div, and inside div I need to write like enter first name, and here I need to provide the input. Let me just write like this, input type is equal to text, and name you can give anything like f name or anything, and on change. Okay, so when the value will be changed in this box we need to provide some handler to handle that value. So for that, first of all you need to give the binders here, this dot on change first name is equal to this dot on change first name dot bind, and then you need to provide this. This was the syntax that this we have already studied in the previous video. Now this dot on change, the other one will be for the last name. Last name is equal to this dot on change last name dot bind, and this. And that's it. These are the two things that you have to written, and apart from that you need to give the definition of these two functions. So let me give the definition of these two functions, and these will take the events. Similarly, the on change last name, it will also take the event parameter because this will be coming from the control. So these two event parameters we need to take, and here for the first name I need to provide on change is equal to this dot on change first name. and this is it for the first name. And after that I need to provide a line break, and then I need to provide the last name. So just copy it and just paste it for the last name. Okay, so apart from that, here you need to give the name as L name, and here you need to pass the name of the second function, which is the last name. Okay, so this first name and last name thing is there. Now I need to provide another break, and now I need to handle this form using a submit button. So button type is equal to, I can give like submit, and then I can give like on click. I need to provide the name of the function here. So this dot submit form. So before that, I need to just give the name here, test me. Just give the title of the button, and after that we need to, before we use this function, we need to define that and we need to bind that function. So on submit, or you can say like submit form. That was the name that we have given, right? Here we wanted to we wanted to give the name as submit form, so the same name I will use here, otherwise it will not pick. So this dot submit form is equal to this dot submit form dot bind, and then this. That's it. And now again I need to write the submit form definition here. So here it is. Okay, so let's first see if our form is visible or not. And before that, I have just exported the registration form, and not only this, I have to give this reference in the index.js as well. So you can see like I have imported this registration here, and I have just given the name registration form here, and I have called this class component here, and my npm start command is already running, so my server is up and running. So you can see, yes, this is the thing. You can see like enter first name, enter last name, both things are coming. Okay, so let me just make it 150% so that it is visible to you, 200%. So here are the two things. As of now, there will nothing happen because I have not given anything there. So let me just add my code in the registration for handling the events, right? So you know that when you change the first name or the last name, you can do something like this dot set state. Here you can give like f name, and before that I need to put that value inside some variable. So it's like const y const, because whatever came from the text box, that should not be changed. So const val is equal to event dot target, event dot target dot value. Okay, so value is here, and here I need to provide the val. Okay, so value will be there, this dot set state. Here I need to remove this because the syntax was wrong. Similarly, here I need to do like for the last name, I need to write the same thing. Const val is equal to event dot target dot value, and then this dot set state and L name and val. Okay, and here I can do one thing. If I can simply show the message to the user in the submit form if the first name or the last names are empty. So I can do something like this. If f name, this dot f name, this dot state dot f name dot f name is equal to empty, or I have used triple equals. Okay, so triple equals mean check the type and the value both, and then this dot l name dot this dot state dot l name triple equals empty. If any of these are empty, then I can just show the message that all the fields are not filled up. So I can just show an alert, all the fields, all the mandatory fields not filled. I can do something like this, and let's see what happens. So if I click it, you can see all the mandatory fields not filled. This is the thing it is showing you. But I should be able to show something on top of this text box, that first name is empty, that second name, the last name is empty. So something like that should be visible to me, just like the professional forms. You might have seen the forms on the online forms. You might have seen those things, right? So the same thing I just want to do here. So I just need to remove this piece of code. I just wanted to show you. So I just wrote that, but this is not the correct way for adding the handlers. So how to add the handlers? Okay, so let me just do one thing here. What I need to do here, I need to set this dot set state, and I need to set the error. What error? F name error. And what I need to do? So I'm just going to do a tertiary check. The tertiary argument I will use, the tertiary operator I will use. So what I will do, this dot f name triple equals empty, then in that case I need to provide the name error. Okay, or I can just simply write like now simple message like I just wanted to give a constant variable, but I will not do that. You understand that you can give a constant variable, you can provide a value, and the same constant variable you can use everywhere. But since we know that, and we don't have that much time to spend in this video, so let's do that quickly. And here, name cannot be empty. This is the thing I need to do, and otherwise I need to set it as empty, right? So here I have used the tertiary operator. So if my first name was empty, I am assigning this to f name error. So in the f name error, if my first name was empty, then in that case I will set the first name error as name cannot be empty. Otherwise I will not set anything to this error value. Okay, so this is very simple. There is nothing specific which you need to do or which you need to remember. It's very simple, nothing need to remember here. And the same thing we need to do here. Come here and do like here, it's only like L name error. So last name cannot be empty. Here you can put it like first name cannot be empty. So these are the two things which should be there, and where I will display these. I will display these before the first name error. So here I will do like label, and here I will put the syntax this dot f name error, and this is very simple. And the same thing I will do here for the last name. So I will do like label, and this dot L name error. So L name error, if L name error is not empty, then it will be displayed, right? So the logic is very simple. If the L name has not been anything, if the first name is not there, this will be set. If the last name is not there, then this message will be set. And whatever message has been set, that will be displayed here. That will be rendered here. If this contains nothing, then nothing will be displayed. If this contains anything, then that will be displayed. So let's see in our code here. So as of now, if you click this one, nothing will happen. But if you do something like this and you do like this dot fname error, okay, so this is L name and this is F name. So let me just put it this way. Okay, this dot state, that is why it is not showing. This dot state dot f name, and here I need to put like this dot state dot L name. That was the mistake, in the logical mistake in the code. So now let's see what happens. If I do something like this, Vikash, and then I remove this, then it should come here. It is not coming there, so let me check why it is not there. So it cannot be empty. This is the thing it is showing me. So rather than this, let me just try another thing. Rather than using the label, let me put it as inside a div and inside a span. Div, and inside that I need to write like span type is equal to text, no, is equal to error, and rather than having this label, I will put this dot state dot f name error. Okay, so let's see if the f name error comes. Let me just copy it and let me just paste it here. F name error, then this will be the error. This should be the first name. And now let's see if something can be changed here. So this is, yes, now it is coming, but I need to just remove it as well. So if the this dot state dot fname error is there, then in that case it should be something like that. And if the first name becomes f name, first name becomes empty, then in that case you can just give like this. So let me just check it. So rather than using this dot state dot first name, you need to use the val that you have used here. You have taken the value in val and now the value has been transferred to val. So now if we use this val, and here also if you use this val, this is the right way. Basically, if the val is empty, then only you should provide this. So now let me just put it here. Okay, now if you do like this, yes, now it is fine. So here you provide Vikash, and if you remove it, then you should be able to see first name cannot be empty. And if you provide this, then nothing happens. But after clicking test me, it is not showing you anything like last name should not be empty. So how to do that? It is very simple. We just need to go to this submit form, and we need to do something like this. if this dot fname, this dot fname is equal to empty, same thing you need to do. So it should be like what to say, yes, you need to do something like this. If this dot state dot fname triple equals empty, then in that case you need to set like this dot set state for what? For fname error. You need to put it like first name cannot be empty. Okay, and here also you need to write like if this dot state dot lname is equal to triple equals to empty, then this dot set state, this dot lname error, and here you need to put like last name cannot be empty. Okay, and here I need to write a variable like var b is equal to false, and if anything is, if b error is equal to false, initially I will write like b error is equal to false, and if I get something like this thing, then b error is equal to true. I need to set it to true. Okay, so here as well it will be true, b error here as well it will be true. I am setting it to true. And now what I will do, if b error is equal to true, in that case I will display an alert. I will not display an alert because the things have been displayed already. Okay, because these will be displayed on the lname error and fname error. Okay, so if b error is equal to true, then I will return, else I will do the further processing. I'm just commenting it, further processing. So this is the way I need to work on it. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Here you go. The first name cannot be empty, and the same thing should be for the last name. But why this is not coming? Because I have not used this dot state here. So once I will use the state here, because you need to access the values using the state variable. So this dot state you need to use. So now if you will see, you can see last name cannot be empty. This is also coming. But before that, I need to give a break here so that it should be broken. Okay, so not a break. Basically, I need to put it inside a div, just like I put it on the top. So div span, and inside this span I need to write like this dot state dot lname error. Okay, so here span type is equal to error. Even if you don't give this span type is equal to, then also it will work. We will discuss later what this means. So here you can see now it is coming fine. First name cannot be empty, second name cannot, last name cannot be empty. If I put it here something, then it goes Vikash and here Shakya. And if you do test me, then let us have something in the else box. Here I can put an alert like congrats. Sorry. So initially if it is empty, then it will give you the error. If I put it something Vikash and Shakya, then it will not give you an error. It will say you congrats, right? So this is all about the simple validation, how you can put the simple validation there. And in the next video, you will see some more validations around the uh, drop down boxes, around the file selection boxes and something like that. So we will see that. Okay, so let me just close it for today, and in the next video we will meet again. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye, and please share, like my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you.